know y'all didn't pull up on me like that. Y'all, I look, okay, yeah, I said I was coming back, but let's talk about it. So I told y'all we're going to talk about it. And I meant that. I really, really meant that. Now, look, we've been real. We've been raw. We've been transparent. That is not going to change. And so we're going to get into it in this video. So y'all, look, I fully intended to post content back to back to back to back. I mean, I had everything mapped out. I had things planned. I was posting. I was set to post content at least 3 videos a week and have at least 2 shorts a week. So I was really, really in my zone. I was getting it. I was excited about it. But all of that doesn't matter if you're not in true alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. And that I was not, right? So there were so many things that were trying to take my focus away and show me that I was not in alignment with being ready to upload and get everything flowing the way that I had planned. Now, I was in complete alignment with recording. I have been recording through my hiatus. I have been recording period, right? And so I was in alignment with recording and the things that I was recording, but I was not in alignment with posting it. These things were not supposed to be posted until God felt that it was right, or, gave me the signs that it was right to be posted. So I struggled with that. And part of that struggle, in the last video, actually, let me elaborate, because in that last video, remember when I said that I struggled coming off of my hiatus because I didn't want to get off of my hiatus and I was a little spoiled. Well, that then should have told me something is not in alignment. You got to revisit, meditate on it, whatever. I did not do that. So these are some things that kind of hindered. I just want to go through a few things that kind of hindered me from being able to do what I needed to do as far as my content and recording and getting things done. So one small thing, lighting. Y'all, my ring light went up. I received a ring light, or I was gifted a ring light from my parents. It was my dad's old ring light. Now, he got a new one, but that was his old ring light, and that ring light was hanging on by a thread. Okay, that ring light was literally, when I say by a thread, I mean duct tape. The ring light was hanging on by duct tape. And don't get me wrong, I am extremely grateful for what the ring light was able to do for me and for my parents actually giving it to me. It helped me tremendously, for real. And so I appreciate the ring light for its lifespan of what it did give me and what I was able to use it for. So that was something small. Something a little bigger, but really effective, is storage. I ran out of storage space. I record on multiple devices. So I record on a couple different phones. And it also kind of depends on what I'm recording as to what device that I'm using. Like, as for example, Our Monsters, I use my son's laptop for. So me recording, and when I tell you I was getting it, I was recording content, especially my workouts. I have been recording workout content and cooking content over the past 2 months at that time, right? So I had some content just ready to go. So I was like, oh, you know what? I need to stop recording because I need to edit and then, go ahead and upload these things to schedule them so that I can, be ready. I could not transfer certain files. I couldn't transfer files from certain devices and things. And so storage became an issue. I used to pay for storage, but it became something that it just wasn't worth the money that I was paying out for it. So I stopped paying the Google storage. But I am looking for external storage. So I am looking for solutions there. And again, I had to get rid of a lot of content. So that's why I don't have no content. I had to get rid of a lot of it. I'm still trying to condense one of the videos that I'm trying to make. There's so many clips and things. I'm trying to condense them into one video that's not too long. So bear with me. That video has literally taken me about 6 weeks to try to condense. And yeah, so that video might not come out until later. And it's kind of like an extension of Through the Fire, like where we're picking up now. It's so cool. I just the way I created and cultivated content, y'all, I was so proud of myself, but I know that I can do it. So it will be done. Okay. The big thing was, and there's two big things, but the big thing that will make me stop life is my kid, right? So my son caught a case of senioritis and he was like, all right, I'm kind of going to float through the rest of my senior year. That doesn't cut it with some things. So he was kind of risking things, and he came on here and said, you know, how he struggled in school sometimes. But he did kind of catch that senioritis, and I had to, you know, make sure that he got that last push that he needed to graduate. He did, in fact, graduate. He graduated on last Tuesday. Today is June 3rd. But he graduated last Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day, May 27th. And so we are set to go. We have closed that chapter and we are moving along to our new chapter. So you guys know that he is one of the most important things to me. So when he is having issues or when things need to be focused on him or hyper focused on him, things for me stop. Okay. And speaking of things stopping, I have been struggling with this new work-life balance that I'm trying to maintain. We have been back into the office since February. So my 9 to 5 has been taking me out of the house, and my commute has been a little brutal. My commute can take anywhere between 2 to 3.5 hours per day out of my day. So it'll take me about an hour and a half to get to work, and the same to get home, if not longer. God forbid there be any accidents or anything. Without traffic, it can take me about 35 to 45 minutes to get to work without traffic. So it's doubled that now. So my commute is something that I'm really struggling with. And what makes it so bad is that sometimes being on the road with other people who don't want to be on the road, all of that energy you can feel, especially me being how sensitive that I am. I can feel all of that energy. And not only that, I feel the energy from my peers at work. They don't want to be there either. And it's kind of a pot of depressive energy, but trying to mask it as, you know, well, at least I'm happy. I'm glad I have my job. So that's, and I can feel that within my coworkers, and I do tap into my own energy where I don't want to do this. You know, I'm in alignment with them. So engaging constantly with that type of energy on the road and in the office for hours, it just is kind of detrimental to my energy. It's detrimental to my ability to be able to function, to do whatever I needed to do to record content. Sometimes I would be so tired and worn out when I got home, I wouldn't even cook. And y'all know how passionate I am about cooking. Sometimes I can't even sit down to read a book, y'all. So it has been something that I have truly been struggling with, that I am definitely trying to combat. Hopefully we can get back to teleworking at some point in time, because y'all, I need it. Everybody's begging for it back. So hopefully there is some type of resolve where this is concerned. But through all of this, what I learned is that I need to slow down. Number one, sometimes I move too fast that I don't hear myself. And when I say myself, I mean my higher self, which leads me to being obedient to my higher self. I know and I understand that I'm a perfectionist, and that I also, when I create deadlines and plans and things, I adhere to them to a T. And I need to become a little more fluid in how I approach certain things. And I think that's what Spirit was trying to get me to learn, but also get me to realize that they're the GPS. They know exactly where I'm going. They know accidents that are ahead. They know, and this is just, you know, analogy, but they know everything before I get to it. And what I didn't know was that I was going to have to focus on my son. I didn't know exactly how my commute and things was really messing with me. So seeing all of that and putting everything into perspective, I was not in alignment at all to bring you guys the content and the level and quality of content that was required of me. And so for that, I do apologize, because I know I told y'all I was coming back and this, that, and the third, and then it was just like radio silence. And so I wanted to give you guys a full explanation, not necessarily a full explanation, because there's all, little small bits and pieces of different things that, transpired. But I said, the biggest parts were I wasn't in alignment. My son needed me to help him focus, and trying to get this work-life situation situated. So there you have it, y'all. But seeing as how I've just given you guys an explanation, I am going to slowly but surely roll out my content. I'm really excited. I'm about to record another video, so you will see this outfit in that video. Don't judge me. But until then, y'all, see you next time. Bye.